Now in Good Morning Northwest, we are keeping an eye on a central Washington wildfire. What we know this morning about the Baird Springs fire and how it's affecting some Grant County communities.
And you can take a look at our live conditions. You can see just a little bit of congestion on I-90 in Coeur d'Alene and just a little bit of cloud cover over Spokane.
And Ukraine's president lashes out against NATO's indecision to allow his country to join. What he said on social media and what we expect from a meeting today between him and President Biden. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Good morning, and thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Wednesday, July 12th. Mark Peterson has the morning off. Allison Martinez filling in with a look at our first alert forecast.
Good morning, everyone. Now going back to taking a look at our live conditions, it's currently 56 degrees in Coeur d'Alene and 59 in Spokane. Pretty on par with the average temperatures for this time of day, this time of year. Really a gorgeous morning. Now, as we move on, here are the 4 things that you need to know today. We're going to see a bit of a warming trend as we go throughout the rest of this week. There's going to be a surplus of sunshine, and however, there will be some thunderstorm chances as we head into later today. That's just going to be primarily focused along the Canadian border. A little bit on that later. And a hot weekend ahead. And you can see our temperatures right now. We're at 57 in Spokane, 55 in Coeur d'Alene. And we're just going to heat up. We'll hit our high of 86 degrees around 6 p.m. later today. We're currently at 64, and it's going to be a pretty hot day, but not as hot as what we have coming up.
And this morning from the Breaking Now desk, it is the final day of the NATO summit, and crucial talks are set for President Joe Biden and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. So far, NATO leaders have agreed to make it easier for Ukraine to eventually join, but not providing a timeline, saying in an official statement, "We will be in a position to extend an invitation to Ukraine to join the alliance when allies agree and when conditions are met." Zelensky responding with sharp critique, calling it unprecedented and absurd that NATO has not mapped out a timeline for Ukraine's membership. He also scolded the so-called vague wording about conditions, saying uncertainty is weakness. Zelensky is now booked for a one-on-one meeting today with President Biden. The Biden administration remains firm that admitting Ukraine now risks forcing the allies into war with Russia.
President Biden's been very clear about this, and in fact the Ukrainians have too, that in the midst of a war, you're not going to take the membership step.
And Ukraine is set to receive assistance from G7. The forum agreed unanimously to send a new aid package to Ukraine. Now, we don't know the specifics on this aid package just yet, but later on today, the president and other G7 leaders are set to make an official announcement on their long-term support of Ukraine, including what military investments they'll provide against future attacks. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Well, people living west of Quincy are now allowed back in their homes as evacuation orders have been lowered for people around the Baird Springs fire. That fire burning about 10 miles west of Quincy near Trinidad in the popular Crescent Bar Resort area. On Monday night, smoke and flames crawled along the hills near Highway 28, closing it down for several hours. It burned 2,400 acres in a short amount of time. Those hills are home to some small farms. Crews were able to stop the fire before it came too close, and at last check, they said the fire is not growing, but they spent Tuesday assessing and evaluating it to make sure that doesn't change.
A lot of assessment is still going on out in the field. Right now, we're still calling it 0% contained. Again, it's not moving, but until we actually get people on the ground and trucks and equipment around the perimeter, we don't call it contained.
Ryan Nichols says they're watching factors like the wind to make sure things don't spark back up again. He says the threat to the public is minimal at this point, and no buildings or houses were destroyed. The cause is still unknown. We're learning more about Charles Harper, the man at the center of a nearly 8-hour-long standoff with Spokane police. Harper had a similar run-in with police back in 2016 outside of a downtown bar, ending with him being shot in the back.
He is scheduled to appear in court today. Now, take a look. This is body cam footage from that night in 2016 outside of Zola's Lounge. Officers say that Harper was threatening people in the area with a machete. Eventually, he went inside of Zola's. That's when officers shot once, hitting him in the back. He was sentenced to a year in community custody. Harper was supposed to appear in front of a judge yesterday for Monday's standoff, but prosecutors said he refused.
The Washington State Department of Health has suspended a Spokane County counselor over sexual misconduct. Working as a skills coach at Daybreak Youth Services, Madison Tabor allegedly counseled below the standard of care when interacting with her clients. The DOH accuses Tabor of crossing boundaries with her patients, going as far as sexual contact. She has 20 days to challenge these charges, but for now, she is not authorized to meet with patients in Washington.
You might have seen this mural while driving on North Sullivan Road in Spokane Valley recently. A local artist is creating that mural at East Valley High School. The goal is to beautify the school and add spirit and unity in that community. On the west side of East Valley High School, artist Ariel Sopu is busy preparing to paint. She says while a student at this school, she dreamed of becoming an artist. Now she hopes her art can help show others their own path.
High school is not the easiest for anyone, and I think this will serve as a reminder of, you know, even if it's not the best time of your life, you can find camaraderie in those around you and common interests, and eventually you'll be able to find what you want to do in life.
The idea of adding a mural here started in 2022 with support from the Booster Club. Sopu says there are still more touches to add. You can see the final results. It's expected by the end of July. Really cool. Can't wait to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's now 6 minutes after 6 o'clock.
All right, we have been telling you we are getting ready to heat up well, I guess we can call it upper 80s today, right?
Yeah.
But the good news is our air quality remains good.
Yes, absolutely. We're looking really good, and we're on the high range of the good scale as well. This is something you don't have to worry about, but we will talk about what you do need to keep an eye on coming up.
Well, good morning, guys. Today we're live at the Urban Art Co-op here talking about Scoops and Bowls. The fundraiser coming up this weekend. Coming up right after the break, we'll tell you a lot more on how you can get your hands on some of these handmade masterpieces. Coming up next.
And North Korea fired a missile that was in the air for more than an hour. What that is signaling to the U.S. and our allies, just ahead.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
For BECU credit union members, freedom means free checking with no monthly maintenance fees and no minimum balance requirement. And it means access to your money whenever, wherever, with over 30,000 surcharge-free co-op network ATMs nationwide. So join us at BECU.
Ever wondered why you didn't receive an alert during a nearby emergency? To be contacted about a situation near your home or workplace, and to receive automatic notifications, register at alertspokane.org. Alert Spokane issues all emergency notifications in Spokane County. Messages are sent via landline, cell, and voice over internet phones, via text, TDD, and email. Learn more and register at alertspokane.org. Language options available. Don't be caught off guard. Stay alert. Stay safe, Spokane County.
The 4th of July may be over, but at Twilight Bedding, the fireworks continue. We've extended our 4th of July sale for 2 more weeks. At Twilight Bedding, your comfort is our top priority. We don't mass-produce beds. We specialize in custom mattresses at unbeatable prices. Through July 22nd, you can save up to $1,000 with our extended 4th of July sale. Buy any king-size mattress for the price of a queen, or any queen-size mattress for the price of a full. Don't compromise on your sleep. Sleep right. Buy Twilight.
Hello, I'm Lloyd Herman. If you need legal assistance due to an accident or an injury, put my 40 years of experience of dealing with the insurance companies to work for you. You'll have an appointment to speak to me within 48 hours. Lloyd Herman & Associates, 922-6600.
Welcome to Generation Gap.
Thursdays.
What is Secretariat?
A secretary that's a woman?
Kelly Ripa hosts the comedy game show where nobody acts their age. Juniors and seniors work together to flex their pop culture knowledge for big prizes and bigger fun.
Who is this Mr.?
Mr. Rockstar?
Mr. T is going to be very upset with all of us.
Generation Gap, Thursdays on ABC and stream on Hulu.
At Mainstream, we know how hard your water heater works, and our annual clean and flush can make it last longer. Even Zap knows a little maintenance now can keep your hot water flowing.
Electrical, heating, cooling, and plumbing. Choose smart. Call the company with heart. Mainstream.
When I think of a mortgage advisor, I think of someone who is not approachable or friendly. But then we went to BECU and I met Lauren. She was like, this is how you buy a home. BECU changed my life and my family's life.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Hi, welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Iowa is the latest state to pass a bill effectively banning abortion.
The bill banning abortions in the state as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy now heads to the desk of Governor Kim Reynolds. The bill would prohibit physicians from providing most abortions after early cardiac activity can be detected, before many women even know they're pregnant. Democratic backlash was swift, with State House Minority Leader Jennifer Conforce saying in a statement, women are not free when they cannot make their own health care decisions, and after today, women won't be free.
Republican presidential candidates are testing novel ways to raise money as they scramble for a spot on next month's debate stage. To qualify for the debate on August 23rd in Milwaukee, candidates must meet both polling thresholds and a fundraising floor of at least 40,000 unique donors, including at least 200 contributions from 20 states. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum is offering a $20 gift card to people who donate at least $1 to his campaign. Other candidates are simply pleading for $1 donations or offering campaign swag at steep discounts. The unique fundraising strategies are now raising some questions, though, about whether some approaches run afoul of federal campaign finance laws.
North Korea fired an intercontinental ballistic missile today that flew for more than 70 minutes. That's according to Japan's defense ministry. The launch, which follows other recent weapons tests by North Korea, marks a potential new round of confrontation with the U.S. and its allies. Today's launch, which landed in the waters off of Japan, comes after Pyongyang earlier this week threatened to shoot down U.S. military reconnaissance aircraft engaging in what it called hostile espionage activities near its territory.
10-second takeaway, here we go. Now, starting now.
Come on, button.
Come on, work with me. Well, maybe it's not going to work for me, but I'll let you know what you need to know. It's going to be hot, and it's only going to get warmer as we go throughout our week. You're going to want to prepare sunscreen, sunglasses, water, all of the things, and our high today is 87. I think that was 10 seconds. There you go.
Well, some lucky customers got free coffee and tea yesterday thanks to Numerica and New Leaf Cafe and Kitchen. New Leaf is operated by Transitions, a program helping women escape homelessness. Transitions helped Mariah Hoppe leave behind homelessness and addiction, giving her responsibility and purpose. Now she's graduated from the program and serves as New Leaf's manager.
And when I was ready to turn my life around, it was nice to have the support of the community and Transitions to help me get on my feet and to have a purpose, which was working as a barista and making coffee for people and making them happy.
And Tuesday, Mariah did just that. By noon, the shop had already given out 200 free drinks.
I could use one of those this morning.
Good for them, for sure. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:13.
Our temps are creeping up, upper 80s, then into the 90s. Perfect time to fill a bowl with ice cream. Coming up, a live report on a special fundraiser that will help keep you cool and give you one of these cool new bowls.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
Summer storms, sudden, intense, dangerous. 4 News Now First Alert Weather warns you in advance.
Up to quarter-size hail.
Keeping you informed until the threat is past and your family is safe. On the air, on the app, only on 4 News Now.
Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Wendell Nissan is here to help you make amazing summer memories. Need a stylish and versatile companion for your summer journeys? Meet the Nissan Rogue.
Looking for the perfect vehicle for your relaxing getaways? The Nissan Murano is your ideal choice. Or have fun in the sun and bring all your gear with the Nissan Frontier.
And for a limited time, Nissan offers flexible financing options and affordable payment plans.
Visit Wendell Nissan at the Y on North Division and drive for generations.
There's working you. And then there's Chill You. Chill You is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill You is the best you. There you are. Bring back your Chill You with an escape to Coeur d'Alene.
the city by the lake. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
The Wyeth's Three Generations Works from the Bank of America collection provides a revealing look at America's most celebrated artistic family. N.C. Wyeth's colorful and dramatic illustrations, his son Andrew's important realist paintings with an abstract quality, and Andrew's son Jamie's often wry and playful portraits and landscapes. At the MAC through August 20th. Purchase tickets in advance at northwestmuseum.org.
People who come to the Inland Northwest rave about its beauty.
For those of us who live and work here, we couldn't agree more. From its iconic history
To a ton of new beginnings. We have farm-to-table roots and access to nature right out our back door.
and as a community member, BECU wants to honor those who work together to make life better for our region.
Join us for the premier food and drink celebration, Crave, at the Spokane Valley Center Place, July 13th through the 15th. Proudly sponsored by BECU.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water-wise this summer.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
All right, welcome back. If you're looking for a way to beat the heat and support a good cause this weekend, we have some good news for you.
Really good news. Urban Art Co-op is hosting its 8th annual Scoops and Bowls fundraiser on Saturday at Manitou Park. Natalie Grant is live from the Co-op studio. And hey, I want to see your finished bowl.
Don't worry, we'll come back to the finish bowl. We're taking a break from the wheel here to give you a little bit of an insight on kind of a little bit more of these bowls here. But don't worry, I'll have a special surprise for you at the end here. But I am joined here by Karen from the Urban Art Co-op just to talk a little bit about the fundraiser that they're doing this weekend. Karen, thanks again for joining us here. Can you, Jenna, just give a little bit of an overview on what people can expect if they're coming out to the fundraiser?
Yes, so we will have about 2,000 bowls set up for you to pick from. And then each bowl comes with a scoop of ice cream. They run about $15. And then, yeah, there's...
Yeah. Very exciting. Cool. And we have so many different kinds. We have hand-painted bowls like this one here. We have little, this is my favorite one. You said this is the bubble blowing technique.
Yeah, they actually put a little bit of soap in the glaze and they blow bubbles into it.
It's very cool. So there's lots of different bowls here. Big ones, small ones, all ones that can fit ice cream though, which is the important part. Karen, will you quick just tell me, why is this fundraiser so important for you guys? You're a nonprofit studio here. Why is raising money like this so vital for you guys?
So this fundraiser is, we've always used it to make improvements to the studio. Kilns wear out, air filter systems to keep our lungs healthy. Right now we're saving for a new building because we're outgrowing the one we're in, so it's very important for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a bad problem. Just lots of people want to partake and build some of these awesome bowls. Well, if you'd like to partake in the fundraiser, again, that's coming up this Saturday from 10 to 4 at Manitou Park. You can buy any of these bowls here, 2,000 you said.
Yes.
Which is just wild. But yeah, and coming up in the next half hour here, we'll show you our completed bowls, or Karen has a couple completed bowls. I have something reminiscent of a bowl, but we'll show you those coming up right after the break here, guys. But I'll send things back to you.
I mean, it can be a little misshapen as long as you can still put stuff in it. I think it's still a bowl, right?
I can't wait to see
It's like one of those junior high, like, you know, art projects or whatever that you did.
I still have some for my kids. I love it. I love it so much. Allison Martinez filling in for Mark for the next couple of days. And, you know, we are starting the warm up now.
We are. We're getting there slowly but surely. I'll tell you where we're at right now. Today our high is going to be 87 degrees, mostly sunny, very warm day, very subtle wind, just 5 to 10 miles per hour. You can see just the tiniest bit of cloud coverage right there. And as we take a look at tonight, we're going to have a low of 59 degrees. It's going to be pretty clear, pretty mild, a rather enjoyable night. Take advantage of it while you can before we get into a little bit of craziness this weekend, but we'll get there. Now, as we take a look at the temperatures right at this moment, you can see we're at 58 in downtown Spokane, just the tiniest bit cooler, 56 in Coeur d'Alene. Our coolest temperatures in the region are going to be Cheney, 51, just right in that 50s range. Now, if we take a look at our live radar, this sky over here is going to cause some problems for us in a little bit. So we're going to keep an eye on that. You're going to see that's moving in a little bit closer as we move throughout our morning. This system right here is going to be kind of more north along the Canadian border. And that's just going to kind of move in as we move a little bit later into our day, 6 p.m. You can see that system. And that's where those chances of thunderstorms could potentially be. But as we move throughout the night into the early morning on Thursday, that's really clearing out and making for a rather beautiful Thursday. And by dinner time, it should be completely out of the way. So hopefully you get to enjoy the beautiful northern lights with this clear skies. Now, if we take a look at our highs, you can see 87 in Spokane. Our hottest temperature is 92 in Tri-Cities, 96 in Lewiston. And as we look at our planner, we're just gradually heating up as we head throughout the week. 95 on Saturday, 97 on Sunday. That is hot. That is a little bit further on the end of comfortable. So you're going to want to be prepared. Bring everything that you need, and we'll cool off as we head into next week.
Cool, but just barely, really.
Yeah, true. Cool.
Gonna be hot for a while. All right, Allison, thank you.
It's now approaching 6:21. Baseball's biggest stars were all in Seattle for the All-Star Game.
We'll show you how the National League snapped its long losing streak in the Midsummer Classic and hear from Julio Rodriguez on playing in front of the hometown fans. It's coming up next in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Summer days by the pool make for some of the best memories, but not every child gets the chance to swim in the sun.
This July, with help from Numerica Credit Union and the Spokane Parks Foundation, kids swim free on Fridays at City of Spokane Valley pools. Numerica Credit Union is excited to offer free swim Fridays with the Spokane Parks Foundation as they enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
For a limited time, save 32% on a Samsung French door fridge at Fred's 4th of July sale.
This family-sized French door is designed with a modern look to accent your kitchen.
On sale for only $15.99, Fred's has this Samsung fridge in stock and ready for pickup or delivery.
With separate pantry drawers for storage, this Samsung French door can handle all your groceries. Save $700 on this Samsung fridge on sale for only $15.99.
Don't miss Fred's Appliance 4th of July sale.
For over 85 years, Skelton's has been the place for carpet, tile, and waterproof flooring. And now, Skelton's Carpet One is a place for Belmont frameless cabinets. Belmont cabinets combine the clean look of modern, flush-fitting doors and drawers with superior strength and trend-setting style. And now at Skelton's Design Center, come in to check out our selection of countertops, backsplash, hardware, sinks, faucets, and window coverings. Everything you need to fit your style. Skelton's Carpet One and Design Center in Southgate Plaza, Lewiston.
For over 10 years, I've watched a grand Spokane tradition grow and evolve. I'm Artistic Director Zool Bailey of Northwest Bachfest. Join me in Manitou Park for a magical evening of music with the Grammy Award-winning Ataka String Quartet and the stunning crossover string trio, Simply 3. Create musical memories for the whole family, Tuesday and Wednesday, July 18 and 19 at 7 p.m. Tickets at nwbachfest.com.
Hey, Donnie, can you give me one reason to call the advocates?
Sorry, Ken, I can't.
I can. I mean, who fights like we do? You can't give me one reason?
Nope.
How about that we take on big insurance bullies? We're not afraid of any case. We're passionate and smart. Really? You can't come up with one reason?
I can't come up with one, Ken. Because there are 500 million.
All the money we've recovered for our clients. Injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
And here we go from your Seattle Mariners. Luis Castillo, George Kirby, and Julio Rodriguez.
Well, baseball's All-Stars came out like rock stars at the MLB All-Star Game. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julia Minenso. The All-Star Game is a lot like a music festival, all the biggest stars playing on one stage, and that stage was T-Mobile Park in Seattle. It was the first time in 22 years the Midsummer Classic returned to Seattle. The National League showed out. They defeated the American League 3-2. It was the National League's first win in the All-Star Game since 2012. The deciding play was that home run in the 8th inning by Colorado Rockies catcher Elias Diaz. Diaz also became the first Rockies player to be named All-Star Game MVP. The American League had won 9 straight All-Star games heading into last night's game. That streak has ended. The Mariners outfielder Julio Rodriguez will never forget this year's game at T-Mobile Park.
Well, that was an unbelievable feeling. And I would say we have had the playoff games and all that, but there was just something different of having like an event-based crowd, kind of to say it like that. And it was just unbelievable to have all the stars here and the energy that the fans brought. Like, it was unbelievable what they did, and Seattle definitely showed out.
Seattle's 3 All-Stars, Rodriguez, George Kirby, and Luis Castillo, were the most the team has had since 2018. The MLB All-Star Draft also concluded this week. This is the full list of Washington State and Gonzaga players who were drafted. The highest draft pick was Gonzaga starting pitcher Owen Wild. Wild was taken by the Tampa Bay Rays in the 7th round. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Controversy has shaken up the golf world, putting top PGA officials in the hot seat on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, they were defending their plan to merge with the Saudi-backed Live Golf, a decision that caught the golf world off guard. Players who previously joined Live were forced to resign from the PGA, and the 2 leagues had been locked in a legal battle. One Democratic senator, says the agreement is a shocking betrayal, noting that the Saudi government has allegedly supported many of the 9/11 hijackers and other terrorist activities. Families of 9/11 victims who are suing Saudi Arabia say they're deeply disappointed by this deal, while one Republican senator is defending the merger.
It was very upsetting. You know, it was like a gut punch.
But no amount of money can wash away the stain of the brutal Khashoggi assassination and other human rights abuses. But it would be grossly unfair to expect the PGA Tour to bear the full burden of holding Saudi Arabia accountable.
Now, PGA officials insist the agreement so far is just a framework, and that while a final deal still needs to be hammered out, the PGA Tour will retain control over its operations. Continue to see how this progresses. Yeah. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:26.
As we go to a commercial break, check out today's what's coming up this morning on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock. We'll be right back.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
Do you think that James Craig allegedly poisoned his wife to clear the deck so he could be with you?
It's a story that made national headlines earlier this year, the shocking death of a beloved mother of 6, Angela Craig, who died after a mysterious illness. Soon after, her husband arrested for allegedly poisoning her. According to the arrest affidavit, authorities suggest he had murdered his wife to be with another woman. And now that woman, Karen Kane, is breaking her silence to set the record straight.
You've been labeled the mistress in this story.
Yeah, I don't like that label. If I had known what was true, I would not have been with this person.
And we'll have much more of our exclusive interview and what's next in the case against James Craig, who maintains his innocence, coming up at 7 a.m. with your GMA First Look. I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, Denver.
Pass me a Lipton.
Gotcha, T-Pain.
Open summer with Lipton Peach Iced Tea.
Tourists. Tourists that turn into scientists. Tourists taking photos that are analyzed by AI. So researchers can help life underwater flourish.
I'm adding Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh. Still fresh! Still fresh! Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables.
$120 for the night, please.
$95 for the night, please.
Wait, what?
If you use Trivago, Trivago will compare hotel prices from hundreds of websites worldwide, so you can often find a better deal for your hotel room. Maybe you should try Trivago next time. Hotel Trivago.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
26 years strong.
Since 1982, it's been our family's commitment to delight wine lovers with affordable Washington State award-winning wines. Our father-daughter winemaking team deliver a unique experience with every bottle.
Cheers. Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
The summer has finally arrived, and that means barbecues on the back deck. And nobody knows decking better than the decking pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
Choose from the best selection of PVC, composite, and solid wood decking, with lots of color choice options, including railings. And don't forget free local delivery, so you can have a beautiful deck for summer.
Windsor Plywood.
Join us in celebrating 41 years of Latah Creek Winery. Don't miss your chance to taste Elena's fabulous food, sip Mike and Natalie's Double Gold winning Reserve Red Blend, and save with our special anniversary discounts.
Cheers.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Wednesday, July the 12th. Allison Martinez in for Mark Peterson with a look at that first alert forecast on what's going to be another hot one today.
Yes, it's shaping up to be a beautiful day. You can see people on their morning commute over in Coeur d'Alene and the beautiful sky behind our Veterans Memorial Arena. Now, as we take a look, it's going to be 56 in Coeur d'Alene, 59 in Spokane at the current moment. Not too bad, nothing too crazy for this time of year. Here are the 4 things you need to know. We're going to see a bit of a warming trend as we move throughout this week. There's plenty of sunshine. However, we will have some thunderstorm chances. That's going to be primarily up north along the Canadian border. We'll get into that a little bit later. And it is going to be a hot weekend ahead, so be ready. And our temperature right now, 59 in downtown Spokane, 56 in Coeur d'Alene.
Allison, thank you. Well, things are certainly heating up here in the Northwest, but there is concerning summer weather in just about every other region of the country.
Hot, dry conditions across the West are raising fears about much larger fires later this summer. And in the East, there are plans to clear mud and debris today from the streets of Vermont's capital. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk, tracking all this extreme weather.
That's right. I want to show you guys this new video from Vermont. You can see how high the flooding has come, cars just being swept away there. But there is some good news. Overnight, officials closely watching a dam near Vermont's flooded capital city say that the water is receding. Montpelier was pounded with nearly 8 inches of rain in a matter of hours. A local river cresting at over 21 feet there, swamping downtown. Floodwaters swept away the ground beneath railroad tracks there. Cynthia Gubb watched as the water swallowed the road just a few feet from her home.
We know the ball held during Irene, so we were hopeful it would hold during this storm too. This one doesn't even have a name for it.
Meanwhile, 65 million people from Florida to California are under heat alerts. Phoenix is expecting its 13th consecutive day of temperatures of 110 degrees or higher. Most of California is seeing temperatures more than 15 degrees above normal right now. And Las Vegas could hit an all-time record of 118 degrees this weekend. And the National Weather Service says these hazardous heat conditions will continue throughout the rest of the week. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
We are in a threat level 3 lockdown. We are not going in or out of the cockpit.
That was the pilot from an Alaska Airlines flight talking to air traffic control last Wednesday, moments before making an emergency landing at Spokane International Airport when a passenger threatened to detonate explosives mid-flight. The newly released conversation between the pilot and air traffic control is giving a little more insight into that pilot's decision.
One passenger we spoke with on the plane praised the pilot for his response. Kellen Call, a passenger on Alaska flights 334 from Atlanta to Seattle, knew the plane was making an emergency landing, but he had no idea what the pilot was telling air traffic control behind the scenes. According to court documents, the real emergency, a bomb threat written on a receipt passed to a flight attendant.
We're going to need emergency services, law enforcement, and if they have anybody with bomb disposal or DOD on board also, that would be good.
I don't think any of us are too, scared or worried or anything because the pilots handled it really nicely.
Law enforcement later confirmed there was no actual threat. It was a hoax. The man arrested for making the threat, Brandon Scott, is in the Spokane County Jail. We'll keep you up to date on this story, and you can find our previous coverage as well as the link to the complete audio recording on KXLY.com.
The trial for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students has been paused. The judge granted Bryan Kohberger's legal team a 37-day stay. His lawyers saying they'd need that time to go over the materials from the grand jury's indictment. According to court documents, the defense could renew the motion, further delaying the trial that was set to start in October.
Spokane Valley Police Department is searching for a man wanted for attempting to rob the Banner Bank in Spokane Valley on Friday. According to SVPD, a man described as wearing a baseball cap and mask walked into the Banner Bank on Argonne and Sprague and handed a bank teller a note asking for $20,000 in cash in $50 and $100 denominations. The note also said no trackers or die packs. The only problem, the bank location is cashless, so tellers had nothing to give him. The bank teller explained this to the suspect, who left empty-handed. That man drove away in a red SUV, which police say has been seized by law enforcement as evidence. They are looking for him. If you know anything about this, call Crime Check 509-456-2233.
Well, the construction project on Highway 95 begins today in North Idaho. Starting this morning, crews will close lanes as they begin work to seal coat 37 miles of road, starting in Worley. That project should take around a month to complete. All right, good morning. Northwest time is now 6:36.
A really nice morning. Our temperatures are very, very pleasant. Might not be so pleasant later on today.
That's right. That's right. These big, scary weekend temperatures that we've been talking about. 95 on Saturday, 97 on Sunday. We'll talk about what will come with those coming up.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The 4th of July may be over, but at Twilight Bedding, the fireworks continue. We've extended our 4th of July sale for 2 more weeks. At Twilight Bedding, your comfort is our top priority. We don't mass-produce beds. We specialize in custom mattresses at unbeatable prices. Through July 22nd, you can save up to $1,000 with our extended 4th of July sale. Buy any king-size mattress for the price of a queen, or any queen-size mattress for the price of a full. Don't compromise on your sleep. Sleep right. Buy Twilight.
This could be you. Just chilling, staying cool this summer. Join us for jackpots, food, and fun at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games to earn your entries to win a share of $13,000 cool cash. Paddleboards, kayaks, and air conditioners. Missisquoi Casino Hotel, keeping it cool. Drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, July 29th. Learn more at Missisquoi.com.
Spokane is my hometown. It's where I built my business and raised my 2 boys. But Spokane has changed, and not all for the better. Brighter days can lie ahead if we have a city council that puts results over political agendas. That's why I will take action to address our homelessness crisis, make affordable housing a priority, and support our police and firefighters to keep our neighborhoods safe. I'm Kim Please, running for City Council President, and I'm asking for your vote. Thank you.
Are you or someone you know blind or legally blind? Want to socialize in a completely safe environment? Introducing Day Out for the Blind Spokane, a nonprofit organization run entirely by volunteers and its blind members. Join Day Out for the Blind today and become a part of a community that offers free activities and occasional outings. All services are free to members. Don't wait, join us now. Visit us on Friday or call to learn more. Day Out for the Blind Spokane.
It's now 6:39. The youngest follower of Charles Manson is no longer behind bars.
Leslie Van Houten was just 19 when she took part in the heinous 1969 killing spree. Now, more than 50 years later, she's free. ABC's Andrea Fujii has the story.
This morning, a Charles Manson follower responsible for one of his cult's brutal killings in the late 1960s is now out of prison.
Leslie's just ecstatic that she's going home finally after all these years.
Leslie Van Houten, now 73, has been granted parole after serving 53 years behind bars for her role in the savage murders of wealthy grocer Leno LaBianca and his wife Rosemary at their Los Angeles home in 1969.
This is a really bad murder, for lack of a better term. And I think that most people who live in California are going to be appalled by this decision.
Van Houten has been granted parole 5 times, each rejected by multiple California governors, including current Governor Gavin Newsom. But Newsom recently dropped his fight to keep her locked up, saying an appeal was unlikely to succeed. Van Houten's attorney says she is remorseful.
She's so sorry for what she's responsible for.
The murders in 1969 came a day after other Manson followers killed actress Sharon Tate and 4 others. Van Houten did not participate in the Tate killings, but she spoke to ABC's Diane Sawyer in 1994 about how she attacked Rosemary LaBianca.
I stabbed Mrs. LaBianca in the lower back about 16 times.
What kind of punishment do you deserve? What is enough?
I don't know when enough punishment will be enough for me.
She long insisted she was brainwashed by Charles Manson and says she's now a changed woman. Van Houten is now in a transitional living facility. While Charles Manson did not commit the killings, he ordered his followers to do so. He died in prison in 2017. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
While the writer's strike continues, the Screen Actors Guild has agreed to the studio's request for federal mediation.
But if the union does not reach a deal with major studios and streaming services by tonight at midnight, there could still be a strike. The union also wants protections from artificial intelligence being used to create characters using actors' voices or likeness. With the writers' union already on strike, an actors' strike would bring most remaining productions to a halt.
I mean, look, if there's one thing actors do, it's show up to perform, right? If you tell actors there's a stage somewhere, they will rush it. So if a strike is called, I would expect this entire block to be choked with actors.
The last actors' strike was more than 40 years ago in 1980.
It's 10-second takeaway time. Here we go. It is going to be a sunny and very warm day, so dress in light layers. Make sure you have options. Bring water, have sunglasses, and our high today is 87 degrees.
A Utah grandpa's YouTube channel that was meant just for his grandkids has racked up close to 500,000 subscribers. It started as a way to read the comics to his grandkids during the pandemic while they couldn't be together in person. After a YouTube influencer noticed him and sent viewers his way, Grandpa Reads the Comics started getting followers. He says he hopes that his channel can get people working together and thinking positively. And I positively want to go watch Grandpa Reads the Comics.
I actually just pulled it up right here. We're gonna watch it during the break, I think, because he is so cute.
Let's get to the break. It's now 6:43.
All right, first up, let's go to Natalie live.
Hey guys, we're still here at the Urban Art Co-op. We're making some pottery this morning, some bowl reminiscent things. My first try and just completed this second try here on the wheel and a couple other failures here, but we'll tell you more about the awesome fundraiser they have coming up this weekend right after the break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Fred Meyer, we invest in local farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXOY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side.
We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
I'm 4 News Now Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker. Every little bit helps when it comes to protecting our river and aquifer. Learn to be water wise.
This week's WaterWise Wednesday tip is less lawn. Think about switching over to drought-tolerant plants or native perennials. They can really reduce your water bill and beautify your property. Go to SpokaneScape.org for more information.
It's easy to be water wise.
4 News Now Fire Watch coverage.
That fire has grown exponentially.
With resources on TV, online, and on the go with the 4 News Now app. Fire Watch coverage to keep you safe. That's what we mean when we say expect more on 4 News Now.
Ironstone Furniture and Fire's Made in America sale is returning July 2nd through the 14th. American-made brands like Bassett, Paul Robert, and more are on sale now. Visit our showroom for high-quality products crafted with American pride. Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Fred Meyer, we invest in local farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
It's now 6:46. Yeah, we were watching Grandpa reads the comics. It's so great. This weekend, a fundraiser for one local art studio is serving up some ice cream for a good cause.
Yeah, the Urban Art Co-op is hosting their 8th annual Scoops and Bowls event this weekend, where you could go home with a handmade bowl and some ice cream even to put in it. Our Natalie Grant is live at the Co-op studio this morning. And Natalie, it looks like someone could even buy a bowl that you're making.
Hi, Allison. Although I'm not quite sure anybody might want to. Well, this was my first attempt at the bowls. I know, Robin, you said you wanted to see it. This is the first attempt. This is the second one. I think we've elevated a little bit. I got a little more help on this one here. But yeah, it definitely could fit ice cream in both of these bowls and the rest of these completed ones here for this weekend, which are going to be at the Scoops and Bowl fundraiser. And I'm joined here with Karen from the Urban Art Co-op. Can you just, again, talk a little bit about this fundraiser, why this is so important for you guys, and where people can come see these bowls?
Yeah, so we are going to be at Manitou Park at the North Side Picnic Shelter off of Grand Boulevard. With about 2,000 handmade bowls.
So this is just a small little bit.
Yeah, this is one bin worth. And then, yeah, we'll have 3 or 4 flavors of ice cream and toppings. So buy a bowl, get a sundae, bring your family, walk your dog. It's going to be a great time.
So so these bowls are made by people here at the co-op, correct?
Yes, all of them are made by our members. Some of them are made by our students, but mostly members, and they're all collaborations. One person will throw, one person will glaze, and yeah, just donations to our studio.
Very exciting. It seems like there's a bowl for everybody here, which is very fun. Well, we can't wait to see the fundraiser this weekend. Again, Manitou Park from 10 to 4. Bowls around $15 for that ice cream as well, and it's all going towards a good cause here. And definitely a fun morning, so thank you so much for having us down here. I appreciate it a lot.
Thanks for coming.
We'll send things back to you guys in the studio, and I think I might have found a new fun thing that maybe a passion a little bit, an artist, potentially.
So I think she does have talent.
The improvement from bowl 1 to bowl 2 shows, yeah, right. She's on an upward trajectory now.
I need ice cream out of that.
Yeah.
Totally.
All right, it is 12 minutes before 7 o'clock. You are looking outside over downtown Spokane, and things are warming up here already.
Yes, indeed. Allison Martinez filling in for Mark this morning, and 87 today.
Yes, I got so excited earlier. I came a little early, but now I'm ready to show you guys the weather. It's 87 today for our high, mostly sunny and warm, just pretty subtle winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, as we head into tonight, our low is going to be 59 degrees. It's a beautiful, clear night. Take advantage of it while you can. And our temperatures right now, we're at 61 in downtown Spokane, really just in that 50s range throughout the region, just 61 over in downtown Spokane. That's the only outlier in this little set here. If we take a look at our radar, you can see that system. This is where the potential for thunderstorms, it's about a 30% chance that we'll see up north along the Canadian border. So that's what we're keeping an eye on. But that's really going to clear out as we move throughout into Thursday early morning. And even into dinner time, you're going to see that's pretty much clear out of the way. And now if we take a look at our planner, you'll see that, take a look at the highs, 87 in Spokane, 86 in Coeur d'Alene. Now, if we take a look at our planner, you can see that those temperatures are gradually going to increase as we go throughout our week. 95 on Saturday and 97 on Sunday. That's what you have to keep an eye on. Those are our high temperatures. I think the highest that we've seen this season. So we're going to want to be prepared for that.
All right, Allison, thank you so much. Yeah, we are all drinking lots of water now, I think.
Yeah, we kind of have to, don't we? All right, our time is now just about 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up.
We thank you so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by River Ridge and Peters Hardware.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
The 4th of July may be over, but at Twilight Bedding, the fireworks continue. We've extended our 4th of July sale for 2 more weeks. At Twilight Bedding, your comfort is our top priority. We don't mass-produce beds. We specialize in custom mattresses at unbeatable prices. Through July 22nd, you can save up to $1,000 with our extended 4th of July sale. Buy any king-size mattress for the price of a queen, or any queen-size mattress for the price of a full. Don't compromise on your sleep. Sleep right. Buy Twilight.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet is North Idaho's premier flooring shop. They have your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their designers help you find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. If you can dream it, they can floor it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, I know, it's up, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Summer days by the pool make for some of the best memories, but not every child gets the chance to swim in the sun.
This July, with help from Numerica Credit Union and the Spokane Parks Foundation, kids swim free on Fridays at City of Spokane Valley pools. Numerica Credit Union is excited to offer free swim Fridays with the Spokane Parks Foundation as they enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Part of Eastern Washington's biggest outdoor car show, the Great Northwest Gathering. Over 800 vehicles all weekend long, July 21st, 22nd, 23rd at the Spokane Fairgrounds. More information is available on Facebook and greatnwgathering.com.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout. Join the judgment-free zone today. For $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it's 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday here in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles has details on crucial talks between President Biden and President Volodymyr Zelensky on the last day of the NATO summit.
Natalie Grant has details on a special fundraiser that will help you keep cool this weekend.
Allison Martinez has your forecast on a mostly sunny and clear day ahead of us.
But first, the trial for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students has been paused. The judge granted Brian Koberger's legal team a 37-day stay. His lawyers saying they need that time to go over the materials from the grand jury's indictment. According to court documents, the defense could renew that motion, further delaying the trial that was set to start in early October.
People living west of Quincy are now allowed back in their homes as evacuation orders have been lowered for people around the Baird Springs fire. That fire burning about 10 miles west of Quincy near Trinidad and the popular Crescent Bar Resort area. On Monday night, smoke and flames crawled along the hills near Highway 28, closing it down for several hours. It burned 2,400 acres in a short amount of time. Those hills are home to some small farms. Crews were able to stop the fire before it came too close. At last check, they said the fire is not growing. The cause of this fire still not known yet.
We are in a threat level 3 lockdown. We are not going in or out of the cockpit.
That was the audio of the pilot from an Alaska Airlines flight talking to air traffic control last Wednesday, moments before making an emergency landing at Spokane International Airport when a passenger threatened to detonate explosives mid-flight. According to court documents, a bomb threat was written on a receipt and passed to a flight attendant. Law enforcement later confirmed there was no actual threat, that it was a hoax. The man arrested for making that threat, Brandon Scott, is in the Spokane County Jail. You can find the link to the full recording under this story on KXLY.com.
We're taking a look at our highs on this gorgeous Wednesday. Now, as you can see, we're at 87 in Spokane, 86 in Coeur d'Alene. Nothing too crazy ahead of this weekend. In central Washington, you're going to see us inching towards those higher temperatures. 91 in Moses Lake, 92 in Tri-Cities.
Well, it's the final day of the NATO summit, and so far, NATO leaders have agreed to make it easier for Ukraine to eventually join, but not providing a timeline, saying in an official statement, we will be in a position to extend an invitation to Ukraine to join the alliance when allies agree and when conditions are met. President Volodymyr Zelensky responding with sharp critique, scolding the so-called vague wording about conditions, saying uncertainty is weakness. Zelensky is now booked for a one-on-one meeting today with President Biden.
We're learning more about Charles Harper, the man at the center of a nearly 8-hour-long standoff with Spokane police. Harper had a similar run-in with police in 2016 outside of Zola's Lounge in downtown Spokane. Officers say he then was threatening people in the area with a machete. Eventually, Harper went inside of Zola's. That's when officers shot him once, hitting him in the back. Harper was sentenced to a year community custody back then. Harper is scheduled to appear in court today.
The Washington State Department of Health has suspended a Spokane County counselor over sexual misconduct. Working as a skills coach at Daybreak Youth Services, Madison Tabor allegedly counseled below the standard of care when interacting with her clients. The DOH accuses her of crossing boundaries with her patients, going as far as sexual contact. She has 20 days to challenge the charges.
The Spokane Valley Police Department is searching for a man wanted for attempting to rob a Banner Bank in Spokane Valley Friday. According to the police department, a man described as wearing a baseball cap and masked walked into the Banner Bank on Argonne and Sprague and handed a bank teller a note asking for $20,000 in cash in $50 and $100 denominations. The only problem, that bank is cashless, so tellers had nothing to give him. He left empty-handed and drove away in a red SUV that police have found. If you know anything about this, you're asked to call Crime Check 509-456-2233.
Well, we're spending the morning here at the Urban Art Co-op talking about their Scoops and Bowls fundraiser that's coming up this weekend here and how you can get your hands on one of these handmade masterpieces. It's happening from 10 to 4 on Saturday at Manitou Park. It's about $15 for one of these bowls plus a scoop of ice cream or an ice cream sundae. And so they're encouraging everyone to come on down and check it out to get these vital funds back into their nonprofit studio.
The construction project on Highway 95 begins today in North Idaho. Starting this morning, crews will close lanes as they begin work to seal coat 37 miles of road starting at Worley. That project should take around a month to complete. All right, we're back with a final check of weather with Allison Martinez next.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
The Move Fitness gyms are on the move. Let's go!
With everyone getting ready for summer and a new gym opening soon in Spokane, there's never been a better time to join.
With savings this explosive, the extended 4th of July sale at Furniture Row is resulting in some very interesting reactions.
That's $300 off the dining set and 50% off the sofa. Yeah.
With $600 off the bedroom and $300 off the mattress, you are saving $900 today.
Whoa.
Plus, Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, and 5 years, no interest. When you save this much, you'll be seeing fireworks too. But hurry, the extended 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Let's take a look at our sky cam. It's an absolutely gorgeous day in Spokane today. You can see just the tiniest bit of haze that's really going to move out as we move closer throughout the rest of our day. High of 87. It's pretty gorgeous. Now let's take a look at our next 12 hours so we can give you a little bit of a gauge of how you can plan the rest of your day. Now at 10 a.m. it's going to be 74 degrees. So as you're getting your day started, nothing too crazy, too overwhelming. Now as we 2 p.m. we'll be at 85, and by 6 p.m. we'll hit our high of 86. That's when you're, driving home from work, kind of doing dinner. That's where we're sitting at, and 72 at 10 p.m.
All right, Allison, thanks so much.
Get those dogs walk early if you can. All right, we'll see what that